Okay, our verify settings is clean. So we are ready to begin recovery. So I'll click the Start Recovery button. And here we always show these warnings. This one just makes sure that you're talking to Microsoft. You evaluated any alternatives, decided that forced recovery is your best way out of whatever failure you had. You've determined when that corruption was introduced. You've got backups available that were created before the problem began. You've determined that those backups are from similar points in time, and you've informed Quest support about recovery. We actually warn you if your backups are skewed too much, if their time differences are too much, so that's good. And then here, I always laugh at this when it says the improper use of the forest recovery console may result in a forest-wide failure. Hopefully you're not using this unless you're in a forest-wide failure. So we'll go ahead and click next and continue. And here, this is that control that we talked about where you can reset your passwords and regain control of your environment. So that's another great feature. We'll just go ahead and leave that though for today and click run. Now recovery runs for quite a while. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, or maybe I'll just let it run and speed up. I may come back and move the mouse a little bit to let us see our progress down the line. But for now, I'm just going to let this run and you guys can see what happens. And just a comment here, the install Active Directory from Media machine, this can't run until the other DCs are restored from backup. And so you'll notice we copied the backup file onto the DC. We extracted it, so we're ready to go with the DC promo. But now we have to wait for those other domain controllers to finish their process. So I wanted you to see that. I'll come back and click on Acme DC1, and we can watch him through the rest of the process. Okay, so here you can see this domain controller has gotten done with its restore from backup. It can't move forward until we know whether the other two domain controllers finish their restore from backup. Looks to me like Aussie DC1 is a little behind the curve compared to the others. Not too far behind the curve. It's still doing this install ADDS. We'll see how this goes. Okay, we're still waiting on this box. I thought I'd go take a look. So here is Aussie DC1. It looks like a Windows update snuck in on us. Not the way I'd like things to go, but we're going to go ahead and wait this out. As soon as that finishes, I'll resume the video. Okay, I did just see the Aussie DC1 is starting to reboot. So I'm going to go ahead and let that be. And he should come back up here online in just a few moments. And we'll just watch for this icon here to change from not connected to connected. And we should move into the next step. And now you see all the servers have finished their restore from backup. So those DCs that were on the clock are now continuing on through the configuration stage. So that's really good information. This guy will still remain on the clock. He has to wait for the other DCs to finish all the way. I'm going to focus on Acme DC1, and we'll stay with him through the rest of the recovery process. As soon as he's finished, I'll switch to Acme DC2. Hopefully I won't miss it. We're running about 31 minutes, and that's really because Aussie DC1 had some extra work to do. I think he had some Windows updates that actually applied to that server. But we'll just keep going. Here we can again see the make domain controller available stage is ready for the root DC, but Aussie and Poodle, two child domains, are still finishing their reboot. So we'll let that finish out, and we'll see those servers. Okay, so the forced recovery is complete, and we can see here the recovery actions. We're going to move forward into doing a phase 2 recovery here real soon, but we'll do that in the next video.